Hi, everybody. I know. I said I wasn't going to do another vlog today. I know. But I decided to do one anyway. Anyway, so, I can do that. It's my vlog. So, today I was going to do a vlog. I've been doing a whole series called How's Married Life? And because a lot of people want to know who've never been married or are thinking about getting married or considering getting married or with someone right now, how is married life, and stuff. And especially for people who have this is their first time being married. And I know for a lot of black women, it's young and older. There's many first times for them. There are a lot of black women who are my age who are getting married or thinking about getting married or dating somebody and they're on their way to marriage and they've never been married before. And marriage is very different from dating. And I've said that again and again. Marriage is very different. Being married to somebody is very different than dating someone. And so I'm going to do a married life today, how's married life today, on the benefits of marriage. Because there's always lots of talk about how tough marriage is and how much work it is, and this and that, and all that sort of stuff. And that's all true. It can be very tough sometimes. It can be you're living with another person. You're trying to see about yourself, make sure your needs get met, make sure their needs get met, and stuff. And then everything is happening. If you have kids, you have a job, you got bills, you got this, you got that, you got other family and all this stuff. And you're trying to put that all into, a marriage and make it work and stuff. So there's lots of things that are, can be very trying and tough about marriage. But there's lots of wonderful benefits. And really, I don't think anybody would get married if the benefits didn't outweigh all the kind of bad stuff that happens and stuff. And I think for a lot of people who are married, those benefits are just so wonderful. And so I'm just going to talk about, just in general, some general benefits, but kind of the benefits that happen for myself and I think for my husband being married. First benefit is that I have a partner. I have a companion. My husband and I are best friends, and I know a lot of people are like, really? You all? Oh, you don't? Well, we both have friends. We both have other friends, but really, we're friends. We're friends, and stuff. We're also lovers, but we're friends, and I enjoy spending time with him. I enjoy talking to him. He is really funny and smart, and all kinds of stuff like that. So I enjoy his company. And so, and I couldn't imagine myself keeping company with anybody else. And he's just, it's nice to have him to come to when I'm having a hard day. And I think for him, when he's having a hard day, I only work one day a week, but I also go to a lots of doctor's appointments to see about my chronic illness, type 1 diabetes. So there's lots of frustrations in going to the doctor and having to do this and do that and stuff. And it's nice to have someone to talk to. And he comes and he talks to me about his frustrations at work. And so, we have somebody to kind of, who can understand us, and stuff. They may not understand everything that happens to us, but they can certainly give us some sympathy. And they can certainly help us if we're having dilemmas, and stuff, or questions or things we're wondering about and stuff, and we're trying to figure stuff out. It's another person to kind of go off of. So it's just nice to have that person to talk to. And since we have such good communication, it's nice to talk to him. He's very easy to talk to. I don't ever feel weird about talking to my husband. We're very open with one another, and so that's very nice. And I really enjoy that. I enjoy the company that we spend a lot. We spend a lot of time together. Most of our time we spend together. Now I have friends and I see people in the week and all this stuff, but my weekend time is usually reserved for my husband. So is his. Now we may do stuff with maybe another couple or something like that, hang out with them, but we're hanging out as a couple because really during the week we don't really get to see each other except at night time, when he comes home from work and stuff. So our weekend is really reserved for us as a family. And so, I don't, it doesn't bother me to spend time with my husband. Never has. Okay. And we go out of town and we take trips and and we can, the best thing is we can talk or not talk and it's not uncomfortable. For some people, they have to be jabbering with folks, or they feel uncomfortable if they're not talking all the time and all that stuff. We could not talk, and we could sit in this house or in the car driving and not talk, and just kind of just enjoy the silence between one another, which I find really nice. There's no need to kind of force a chat with him and stuff. Everything's very natural. Another thing is he helps my health and stuff, and I help his, which is really odd. I've Since we have been together, I've had a couple of things happen with my chronic disease, just kind of stuff that happens after having type 1 diabetes for 33 years. That's just kind of how it goes, and stuff. It's just what happens and stuff. But with him, he takes such good care of me and makes sure that I take good care of myself and stuff, and I make sure he takes good care of himself, because I want to take good care of myself, because I don't want my husband to have to take care of a person that didn't take care of themselves when I could just have done it, and stuff. So I take better care of myself so I can make sure my husband doesn't have to take care of me at the remaining years of my life, and we were married, and I was older and he was older and stuff, so it's not, it's not the, we're not young spring chickens around here and stuff. So, but we're not old people either. And so, but I want to take care of myself and my diabetes and make sure it's taken care of, so I don't have to put a burden on him and stuff. And he stopped so many things. Really, I think, it wasn't, I'm not a nagger, and I don't nag people. And when I met my husband, he was a smoker. I'm not really this or that with smokers. It doesn't really matter with me. My ex-husband was a smoker. As long as you don't smoke in the house, I could care less about smoking. It's not a big deal. He was a smoker and stuff. And about a year before we got married, he stopped smoking and stuff. And I was just wondering, I was like, why did you stop smoking? He's like, I stopped smoking for you. He was like, I don't want to end up with emphysema. I don't want to end up with lung cancer or anything. I don't want to end up sick and stuff. He's saying, I just wanted to stop. He's saying, you were just a good reason for me to stop, so I stopped and stuff. So we keep each other motivated. We exercise together and stuff, and keep each other motivated and stuff. And we both have some weight that we need to get off and everything. I don't know what's going to happen when we get pregnant, because we just have some weight back on. But we both have some weight that we need to get off, and a little bit of better shape and stuff. But we motivate one another, and in doing that, so there's somebody there to motivate you, and stuff. There's somebody there you can be vulnerable with. And I don't know if people know how important this is. I, with my ex, I was not vulnerable at all, because that would only be used against me with him and stuff. And I'm not vulnerable with random people, and stuff. That's not, we have to have a really close, intensely close relationship for me to be vulnerable with you, and stuff. And I have to trust you. So there's not that many people, like only my mom and my best friend, and that's like it, and stuff. And but when I met him, and once we got to know each other, and got engaged and started building trust and love between one another, then I felt like I could be vulnerable with him. I could tell him things, and they wouldn't be used against me, and he would be sensitive to my needs and stuff, and he's vulnerable with me. It's really nice to meet someone, and when you get married, you can just kind of let some things go. You can let people see some parts of you that you wouldn't normally let people see. And even with him, I'm more vulnerable with him than I am with, even with my own mother. Okay, who I know loves me, but she's still my mom, and so you can't kind of tell her everything. But with him, I tell so much, and I'm so open with and stuff. And I can always trust that he's not going to use that against me, or he's not going to, he's not going to make me feel bad about those things and stuff like that. We have a really trusting, close bond and stuff. It's the things that happen between us, and stuff that are private are very private. They're left very private and with us. I also have to say, I enjoy that we're on each other's side. I've got a team member. I've got somebody that's on my side, and stuff, and we work together as a team, to help each other in doing stuff and when things happen and stuff. Now I'm at home most of the time, so I do a lot of stuff regarding my home. I take care of a lot of the home's business and stuff like that, stuff that he needs to have taken care of during the day. Since I'm off during the day, I can do and everything, along with my own business that I take care of, and so his business, household business, my business, and stuff, So it's really nice. It's really nice that I have options, and we each have options. Being married, one of the things about being married is there is a house, there's this household, and now I have options. Now, if I was single, I would have to work, and I would have to work full time because there's just kind of no way not to, and stuff. I'd have to, take care of myself and stuff. But having him and us talking and having conversations and us deciding together, it was kind of a decision because I was actually going to try to go back to work full time. I don't know how that was going to work out, but I was going to try to go back to work full time. Even with all the complications with my chronic illness. And he was like, no, 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 I don't like that idea. I don't want you back at work. He's like, I don't want that. I want you to take care of yourself. He's like, and I like you being at home and to take care of home stuff and all that stuff. He's like, no, no, no. He's like, I make enough money, and he does. My husband's has a very good career, and he makes enough money to take really good care of us and stuff. And he's like, I don't want that. So it's nice because it gives us options, on how we want our life to be and stuff, and how we want to share our lives and stuff. Now, at some point, if ever I'm better, I may go back to work and stuff. The baby thing is another thing, and I want to take the time off to be a stay-at-home mom for some years and stuff, and I may go back to work, working for myself and stuff. That it gives me options to do that sort of thing, and or I may not, and stuff. It just sort of depends on how things work out. But it's nice to have those options. It also helps with his career. I know women don't understand this, and maybe men don't always understand it too, but men who are married, usually their career goes a little further than men who are not. I'm not really sure why. I think because in companies and in places, people see men who are married as a little bit more stable, and stuff. Soon as my husband started talking about his engagement and then the marriage, all of a sudden he started getting all these new assignments and all this kind of great stuff to do at work and all this stuff. And him and his boss are really kind of getting along, getting to know each other. His boss is Mormon, so he's been married forever and stuff, and really is a family oriented person, and I think likes the fact that my husband is married and family oriented also, and stuff. I don't know what it is. Single men can go do what they want. They can be here, be there, whatever. They can be fly by night. Single people really can. They really don't have any, kind of barriers and stuff with that sort of stuff. And I think with a lot of companies and a lot of businesses, especially the business my husband is in, they want someone with more stability. And so as soon as they found out he had stability, that he had a wife at home and all this stuff, then all of a sudden all these new kind of job opportunities started coming his way. And he's enjoying because my husband wants to, he wants to move up in his company and, and kind of figure out something else. He may want to do something else, but the more he kind of learns and grows at this company, the better it will be for him in the ending of his career and stuff, as his career kind of goes down through the years and everything. So I think that helps. And it's all the love and wonderful support that you get when you have a mate, somebody to talk to, somebody to laugh with, somebody to take places, somebody to hold your hand and all that good stuff, somebody to see about your car. For ladies, I have to say it's nice to have somebody take care of all that sort of stuff, to build stuff around the house. My husband's an engineer, so he really loves building stuff, and fixing stuff, and all that stuff. And he's really good at it, and he always does it perfectly. He never does anything halfway, so everything is always nice. I never have this half kind of stuff done, so it's so nice. He's really good at it. And and it's nice to have that sort of thing, and really I'm really I'm really traditional and stuff, and and I know everybody's not traditional, but I'm really traditional. And so, all this stuff that he takes care of, he takes care of the car, he makes sure it has gas in it, he takes care of, fixing stuff around the house and all this sort of stuff. And he does that sort of thing, and everything. But we enjoy each other's company. So we go out and we drink beers and stuff. And then he comes in and I may have dinner ready, or I may have ordered dinner or something like that, and stuff. Or sometimes he actually cooks because he actually likes to cook, which is nice too, and stuff, So, but we have a give and take. We have a cooperative relationship, and it's good because we're on each other's side. We're my husband is everything to me, and really all other relationships are subordinate to the relationship I have with my husband. I love my family, but they're subordinate to the relationship I have with him. He is my first priority. There's for me, as as a Christian woman, it's God, and then it's my husband, and stuff. And if I have kids, then it's my kids. But my other family relationships are all subordinate to the relationship I have with my husband. And I love him dearly. I love him, as much as I love myself, and would do anything for him, and make sure that he has everything that he needs, and his needs are taken care of and stuff, and it's not like I toss my needs to the side, because he takes care of the needs that I have also in this marriage and stuff. And so we give and give, we give and receive, and we give again and receive, and we give again and receive, and we give again and we receive. So it's just sort of this reciprocal back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. In any marriage, it's supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to be giving so much where you're not getting anything in return, and stuff. You're not supposed to be giving so much that you feel depleted. It's supposed to be you give, and somebody receives, and then you receive, and you think, well, I got to give, and so I'm giving, giving, and receiving, 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 receiving. Half the time, I think I'm not doing enough. I'm not giving enough, really, when it comes to him. But he's always like, I'm perfectly fine. You're a wonderful wife. Like you're fantastic and stuff, which is really wonderful for me. And he helps my self-esteem and self-confidence. And not that I didn't have any before I met him, but he helps it. He helps to keep it really high. Before I had my husband, my life was all cake, and now he's just the icing on the cake. It's just this other wonderful thing. And one of the best things I have to say is the intimacy that we share, and not just the intimacy inside the bedroom, but the intimacy outside of the bedroom also, that really needs to be built for everything else. And hey, I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to have somebody who you can make love with, and you can have a sexual relationship with. I'm not gonna go into any details about that, but it's a good thing, and we have a healthy sex life and everything, which is really nice. It's nice, it's nice to have that, and someone you feel close to, and someone you can be intimate with, and stuff, and feel those needs that you have. It's not just about him, and it's not just about you. There's another place where you do a lot of give and take, and that's there. But marriage has so many wonderful, mental benefits when it's a good marriage. I'm saying when it's a good marriage, it has so many wonderful mental benefits, and keeps people healthy and happy and joyous when you have a good marriage. So, and that's something you have to work on. That's something you have to continually work on. But the work is all worth it. And if you have somebody that's going to work and you're going to work, then you're going to have a good marriage. If you're a good match and you're going to be working to make, to make your marriage a better one, then you're going to have a good marriage, and you will reap the benefits of having a marriage. There's not just all these wonderful legal benefits I've talked about before in a blog I did call, Marriage is Good for Practical Reasons. There's not just all these legal benefits. There are also wonderful mental and physical health benefits to being married. It's not a bad thing when you have a good, stable marriage. And like I say, that's something that you work at and you keep working at. But I'm so happy I have him. He's such a wonderful person, and he's such a wonderful man, and I'm so incredibly blessed with the wonderful gift that God gave me in him, and stuff that, it never seems like work to me. It just seems like something I'm more than happy to do, so we can be together, until our dying day, each of us and stuff, and have a happy marriage and a happy family. So I want to wish everybody a happy Friday. I hope everybody is having a good time. I hope you're going to enjoy your weekend. I'm certainly going to try to enjoy mine. And I'll see you all next week. And my next How's Married Life will be about the outsiders. Okay, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.